you. What happened with the contacts?
One of them's upstairs, the other one sort of slipped back into my skull.
Number 10, Johnny Galecki was originally offered the role of Sheldon.
What if she winds up with a toddler who doesn't know if he should use an integral or a differential to solve for the area under a curve?
I'm sure she'll still love him.
I wouldn't.
After so many seasons, we all became so attached to the characters that it's hard to imagine any other actors playing any of the main roles on the show. But how it ended up being isn't exactly how creators Chuck Lorre and Bill Prady initially imagined it.
You cannot possibly be that arrogant.
You continue to underestimate me, my good man.
In the very early stages of the show's creation, Lorre and Prady knew they wanted Johnny Galecki to be a part of the show, but when they contacted him, it was for the role of Sheldon. However, Johnny felt more drawn to Leonard, and the producers, thankfully, got completely on board.
What did I do wrong?
Why are you asking me? I have no information about your interactions with Penny other than what you've provided me, nor do I have any method of learning such things.
Another fun casting fact is that Kate Micucci, who played Lucy, originally auditioned for the part of Amy.
So after I started dating Sheldon, I met Leonard and then everybody else, and they've all been so wonderful to me.
That's really nice to hear.
Number 9, how Sheldon and Leonard got their names.
I hate my name. It has nerd in it. Leonard.
The writers have had some fun with the guys' names over the years, but the show's creators weren't thinking about those specific jokes when they named the characters.
As today's youth might put it, who wants to get their Sheldon?
In fact, Sheldon was initially going to be called Kenny, with a series titled Lenny, Penny and Kenny, but then Sheldon Leonard passed away.
Yeah, my parents felt that naming me Leonard and putting me in advanced placement classes wasn't getting me beaten up enough.
Leonard was an actor with an impressive filmography, who later became an amazingly successful producer on numerous classic TV shows. The Big Bang Theory creators were fans of his work, and Chuck Lorre decided to honor him via the names of the roommates in Apartment 4A.
All right, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but you haven't spoken in hours and I'm starting to get worried. Please say something.
Leonard, prepare to be humbled and weep at the glory of my genius.
Number 8, scientists fact-checked the show's scripts before production. The name David Saltzberg might not mean anything to fans of The Big Bang Theory, but he was a very important part of the team that put together the show.
What are you doing at work these days?
Oh, I'm working on time-dependent backgrounds in string theory, specifically quantum field theory and d-dimensional de Sitter space.
Okay, come on, even you have to admit that's jibber-jabber.
Saltzberg is a professor at UCLA, and he was the man that made sure all of the science on the show was accurate. We're talking the jokes, the references, even the whiteboards.
I have a board. If you like boards, this is my board.
Yes, all of those whiteboards with the calculations, they were all created by Saltzberg, and they were all accurate. Well, except for one, but that was on purpose.
You know, why couldn't she just like Ziggy, you know? That thing's riddled with plot holes.
He even got a little help from actress Mayim Bialik, who has her PhD in neuroscience and was able to make sure that her character, neuroscientist Amy, was accurately portrayed as well.
If you die and donate your body to science, I promise to slice your brain like Canadian bacon.
Number 7, every bumper was different.
Agree to disagree. That's what I love about science. There's no one right answer.
It's fascinating that no two fingerprints are the same, and it's incredible to know that no two snowflakes are alike. But you might be even more amazed to learn that, allegedly, every The Big Bang Theory bumper was different. The bumpers are those short interstitial videos of the science stuff that plays between scenes.
That's ridiculous.
And while you probably just assumed they reused the same handful over and over again, it's claimed that no two are exactly the same, which is the complete opposite of Penny's purse, which was the same style of bag she used from Season 1, Episode 2, all the way through the entire run of the series. Number 6, Leonard's glasses don't have lenses. We already learned that Johnny Galecki picked the role of Leonard over the role of Sheldon.
Penny, you'll have to excuse Sheldon. He's a bit of a germaphobe.
Oh, it's okay, I understand.
Thanks for your consideration. Now please leave.
And as it turns out, he also picked a very key aspect of Dr. Hofstadter's wardrobe. After rehearsing the pilot episode for about a week, the producers asked Johnny to take off the glasses he was wearing, thinking they were his own.
Damn it, my glasses. Okay, I'm blind here, guys. Can you help me find them? Sorry.
But Johnny doesn't wear glasses, and had been doing so because he wanted Leonard to wear them.
Check it out. It's got contacts.
The problem was that on a set with lights everywhere, the lenses could cause unwanted reflections, especially with Johnny having to look up to the much taller Jim Parsons all the time. So he just popped out the lenses, and that was that.
Hey, you. What happened with the contacts?
One of them's upstairs, the other one sort of slipped back into my skull.
Number 5, there's only one set for all 3 floors.
Barnard Star, Wolf 359.
Some of the best moments of the series take place walking up and down the 3 flights of stairs of the apartment building at 2311 North Los Robles Avenue.
Is it because of the conflict that arises from your desperate need to pair bond with a woman and the apparent collective decision of all womankind to deny you that opportunity?
Shut up.
But the truth is, there's only one flight. So how does that work, you ask? Well, the actors walk up or down that one flight and then cram into a small space off camera, and the director cuts away. Then they reset at the bottom, or top, again, and after the crew redresses the set to look like a new floor, they continue their walk and their conversation.
Fine, if I don't meet someone soon, you can put me in a home.
It's not a home, it's a senior center. We'd never put Meemaw in a home.
Eagle-eyed fans may have noticed that every floor has the same scuffs and marks on the walls and baseboards.
Yeah, I can be romantic if I want to.
It's fine. And also not true.
Number 4, a chance encounter led to the theme song. Most of us know that the Big Bang Theory theme song is written and performed by the Bare Naked Ladies.
Science history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a Big Bang.
But how that collaboration came about is a pretty awesome story. One night, Chuck Lorre and Bill Prady happened to be in the audience of a ladies' show when singer Ed Robertson made up a freestyle rap about cosmological theory.
Our band does a lot of improv and spontaneous music, and I made up a song that night about cosmological theory, and Chuck Lorre and Bill Prady were in the audience. So that was the journey.
The producers loved it and asked him to try writing the theme song. Cut to the day of the conference call with the creators, and Robertson still hadn't written the song, and only decided to do it because his wife encouraged him. So he wrote most of it in the shower, then afterwards recorded it, and the rest is history.
It's one of those songs that we play every time we play. So we play 1 week Pinch Me, If I Had $1 Million, and the Big Bang Theory theme every time we play.
Amazing.
Number 3, address Easter eggs.
I think I'm too sick to go to the funeral.
You're sick? You poor kid. We'll see ya.
We love a good Easter egg, and we have 2 address-centric ones for you. It's easy to miss, but if you paid attention to the number on Amy Farrah Fowler's apartment door, you would see that she lives in apartment 314. We all know that pi is famously 3.14, and as much as Sheldon loves pi, it only makes sense that the woman he loves would reside at such an address.
21642019989, and that little lady is pi to 1,000 places.
And what about Sheldon's arch nemesis / good friend, Will Wheaton?
Will Wheaton! Will Wheaton! Well, how many was that?
His house number on the show is 1701, which is the USS Enterprise's hull number on Star Trek The Next Generation, on which Wheaton starred as Wesley Crusher.
Hey, look! They named their team after me.
No, it's not.
Never mind.
Number 2, Lucy and Ramona wrote If I Didn't Have You.
Well, tonight is the anniversary of our first date, and I wanted to celebrate it by writing a song for you.
So, as it turns out, one of the most romantic songs in sitcom history was written by the first girl to break Raj's heart, and the girl who tried to steal Sheldon away from Amy.
We just went swimming.
While Big Bang fans know them as Lucy and Ramona, they are also known in real life as Garfunkel and Oates. The comedy folk duo have been writing and performing together since 2007, and even had a short-lived show on IFC that premiered in 2014.
And the boss has hardly been to work at all since he met his boyfriend Paul. Since he met his boyfriend Paul.
As for Bernadette's song, the duo said that they were asked to include the line about Howard still living with his mum, but the rest was up to them.
I'd be binary code without a one, a cathode ray 2 without an electron gun. I'd be Firefly buffing Avengers without Joss Whedon. I'd speak a lot more Klingon, Kalaknecht Cockjudge Von.
And he definitely still live with his mom.
Number 1, there's a very different unaired pilot.
We'd like you to return our sperm.
It seems hard to imagine the Big Bang Theory without Howard, Raj, and Penny, but that is how the show was originally conceived. There is an unaired pilot episode that was made that featured Leonard and Sheldon, but none of the other main characters we know and love.
What about the damsel in distress?
It's a 12th century code of chivalry. It's not exactly current. You'd also have to have been knighted for that to apply.
Instead, there were 2 other characters, street smart Katie and Gilda. Even Sheldon wasn't the same guy.
And I have seen 6 women naked. Some of them weren't even relatives.
Rather than dating a girl for years before holding her hand and eventually sleeping together, he hooked up with Gilda at a Star Trek convention.
No, you're not following me. I am proposing that our house guest has ulterior motives, Lambda, which bifurcates into Lambda A, she had them before we met her, and Lambda B, she formed them shortly afterwards.
Needless to say, CBS passed on it, and we're glad they did. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.